Welcome to day 15. We're taking a break from practicing isolated commands today to build a complete 2D mini project. This is our target, a complete, accurately dimensioned 15 by 10 foot shed floor plan. We'll set up double-line structural walls, drop in a door, and add interior wall insulation hatching. To follow along, you'll need AutoCAD Open with a blank template. We're going to rely on the basic navigation skills we covered in days 1 through 14. By combining these basic tools into a single project, you're executing the exact sequence required for professional architectural drafting. Let's get started. Step 1. Before drawing a single line, a professional sets up an organized digital environment. Open your Layer Properties Manager. We need to create 3 distinct new layers for this project. Name them Walls, Doors, and Hatch. Assign a distinct bright color to each layer so you can easily identify them on screen. Once that's done, double-click the Walls layer to set it as your active layer. Remember the strict rule for beginners. Never draw your project geometry on the default 0 base layer. Leave 0 alone. Now type the Rectangle command, or P-line if you prefer. Click to select a starting point and type in our 15 by 10 foot dimensions. Hit F12 to toggle dynamic input. You'll see floating coordinate boxes updating with specific numbers as your rectangle expands. If your geometry scales out of view, type Z-enter, E-enter to zoom extents. Establishing this layer discipline and mastering your viewport navigation keeps your drawing clean and prevents you from losing work as your projects scale up. Now that we have a perimeter, step 2 is defining actual physical mass and wall thickness. We use the offset command for this. It is the industry standard method to quickly duplicate perimeters and create wall cavities. Type offset and press enter. Type 6 for thickness and select that initial rectangle. Direction matters. Click specifically inside the shape, ensuring the exterior footprint stays exactly 15 by 10 feet. Before we add new elements, go back up to your layers and switch your active layer to Doors to maintain your organizational hygiene. Open the Blocks palette, grab a standard pre-made door block, and drag it directly onto your bottom wall line. Select the Trim tool and click the structural wall lines that intersect your new door. This cuts away the lines and creates the physical opening. By combining the Offset and Trim commands, we've turned an abstract flat box into a recognizable, navigable architectural space. Step 3 is detailing. We need to represent physical building materials inside these empty wall cavities. Switch to your Hatch layer. Activate the Hatch command and select an insulation visual pattern. We're going to use the Pick Point method. Treat your cursor like a magnifying glass, targeting the void between the inner and outer walls. Pay close attention. If your boundary isn't perfectly closed, the hatch pattern will spill out of the gap and ruin the entire drawing space. To do this safely, click only inside the sealed interior wall cavities. Explicitly avoid the open space we trimmed out for the door. This hatching communicates essential material data to contractors reading the blueprint on a job site. Now we can finalize our workspace and review the completed project. Press the Escape key to cancel any lingering commands you might have active. Then type Z-enter, E-enter for a clean zoom extents view. Look at what you've built. You successfully integrated layers, polylines, offsets, blocks, and hatches into one professional architectural plan. I challenge you to pause the video right now. Practice inserting window blocks using those exact same offset and trim techniques, and then save your file. This image from our syllabus outlines our upcoming sessions. Mastering this 2D project proves you are ready to take these flat boundaries and extrude them into the 3rd dimension.